Hello and welcome to episode 6 of Restoration Weekly. Today we're covering the latest in aircraft restoration from the last 2 weeks. Last week, on the 10th of October, Fighter Aviation Engineering's Hawker Tempest 2 MW763 made its first post-restoration flight, the first Tempest to fly in over 50 years. MW763 took to the sky with Pete Kinsey at the controls on Tuesday after a lengthy 34-year restoration. It started life in 1945 at Hawker Aircraft Limited at Langley, joined the RAF but was soon discharged and sent off to India to join the Indian Air Force in 1949. Eventually, in 1955, the Tempest became obsolete for the Indian Air Force as well, and 11 Tempests were placed in Pune, India, to be forgotten for another 14 years. MW763 was one of these, being discovered in 1969. And was later one of the 6 to be bought and shipped back to the UK, arriving in 1979. It then formed part of the Tanjmir flight and was subsequently moved around to lots of different owners, but settled at Angler Aircraft Restorations at Sywell. It was restored by Air Leasing and was rolled out in May 2021, painted as Tempest PR533. After its post-restoration flight, it was immediately moved to its new home, IWM Duxford, where it joins a Hawker Hind, Hawker Fury, 2 Nimrods, a Hawker Sea Fury, a handful of Hurricanes, and a Hawker Typhoon, which is also being restored to airworthiness. Also, not forgetting the Hawker Hunter and Hawker Seahawk. Now, for our next story. Duxford closed its flying season with a 50th anniversary flying finale on the 14th of October. It featured a flypast from the Bearcat, P-47 Thunderbolt, Corsair and Sea Fury to commemorate Duxford's past and present, with all 4 aircraft having a long association with the airfield. The Corsair arrived with the fighter collection in 1986, 5 years after the arrival of the FAF Bearcat, which is the longest serving of the fighter collection. P-47 Nellie B was based at Duxford from 1985 to 1999, in which it made its first post-restoration flight, and returned in 2018 under the Fighter Aviation Engineering name. The airshow also included Duxford's Miss Pickup Catalina, the Aero Legends Dakota, Beach Staggerwing, and a very special visit from Shuttleworth's Magisters, which were both present 50 years earlier at IWM Duxford's first airshow, one in the air and one in pieces in the hangar. Sadly, aircraft such as the Old Flying Machine Company's MH434, Sally B, and the Shuttleworth's Avro Tutor could not attend the event. Ground displays included the recently flown Hawker Fury and Tempest, as well as the Suffolk Spitfire. Now, in other news, a Shuttleworth-based Hawker Demon from 1937 has been put up for sale, with a hefty price tag of £1.5 million. K8203 is the sole airworthy example of the type, and possibly the most original and authentic, privately owned interwar biplane available for purchase. The Hawker Demon was the 2-seat derivative of the Hawker Hart bomber, and was significantly faster than the RAF single-seat fighters of the day, such as the Bristol Bulldog. 304 of the aircraft were built, with 2 surviving today. The non-airworthy example, A1A, lives in the Royal Australian Air Force Museum. Other aircraft for sale also include a 1943 P-51B Impatient Virgin, which was completely restored to airworthy condition by Pacific fighters, and is one of 3 B model Mustangs that survive today in airworthy condition. Right, that's all for this week, people, so I hope you enjoyed and have a nice weekend.